coverage of the National Football League. Aldrich Rosas of the Giants putting toe to leather, and we are underway in the 2019 Pro Bowl. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Yellow.
A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Right there. Yellow. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check. Let's go first. It's a gain of 31 yards. Yellow. That's another AFC first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line. Go, Lou, Eddie! 59! That QB's trash. Let's go. Go! It's running! James Conner. Touchdown, AFC. Jason Myers for the extra point. You got juice, son. The kick is good. Makes the score AFC 7, NFC nothing. Let's go, baby.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his 3rd Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. The Bengals' Geno Atkins on the stop. Here's the cream of the crop offensively, the starting unit for the NFC.
And coming off the season which saw him set career highs across the board is tight end Zach Ertz, who's been around for a little while, but continues to improve in every facet. In fact, last year, he set the record for catches in a season by a tight end with 116, and he thinks that he can match that number or surpass it this season.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Breeze to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb.
Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They run. It's Gurley. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Credit the tackle to the Texans' middle linebacker, Benardrick McKinney. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Aldrick Rosas for the NFC field goal try. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's NFC football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Oh, we got it. We got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Sliding out of the... Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a play fake here on first downs. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the NFC just an extra point away from tying up this game. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe. Defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. DeAndre Hopkins, 60 yards. And the AFC has taken the lead. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you throw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try.
Slam. Hey, Sunday.
Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line. Ready? Double waiting. Check. 55 to Mike. Too little.
Breeze now on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Ready? Double waiting. Let's go deep. Watch time. Tight end right. 3 down.
On first down, Breeze. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Breeze now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now Breeze. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2... Ticks left here in the half. On is the field goal unit. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And Rosas puts this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So we are at halftime of the... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Breeze. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the... in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family. We're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from in the United States. I think it's a big deal and a good thing to have it here in Orlando.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against it.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. That's taken on the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the AFC adds on to their lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And again, it's Mahomes being chased out left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. Von Miller of the Broncos there to get him down. Well, we've talked about this game being hosted here in Orlando, and you and I are quite familiar with this place, especially you. You live, what, 20, 25 minutes from here?
Yeah, not bad at all, right? An easy trip to come right to the studios here in Orlando. You, of course, have to give a little bit more effort, a quick flight, then you're here, but you've learned this city quite well. And how about it? The Madden Studios right here in Orlando, that's where Coach and the guys hang out as well.
It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. Geno Atkins got home that time. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 62 yards. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find it, and he did there.
Out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he... lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. You look back a few years ago, Charles, when the Pro Bowl did that 3-year experimentation. I know you're a traditionalist. You like AFC versus NFC.
Yes, I do.
But for the games 2014, 15, and 16, they tried something a little different. They held essentially a fantasy draft. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Toss play, Connor. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC able to use the short field as they cash in for 6 points. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And Thomas has it, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Breeze to his Saints teammate Thomas for the NFC first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as man coverage and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Breeze again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Breeze to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the NFC. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Mahomes now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Mahomes going to throw, buying time to his left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for the AFC. 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let them get to the 2nd level because sometimes they'll break off.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. And it is gobbled up by the NFC. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's Breeze to throw. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The numbers for the NFC on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Breeze. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Powers through him, shrugs him off. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now Myers for the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And that's picked up by the AFC. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Keeps the score, AFC 58, NFC 10.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Breeze. Ertz up. The middle. Breeze turns for the NFC first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy the Madden you already know and love with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game and exhibition.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida. Coming up, the AFC looking to make it 3 in a row as they square off against their rivals from the NFC. I'll be back at halftime, but first, let's get you downtown to Camping World Stadium. Standing by our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. As always, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, Rams and Patriots still a week away. We'll touch on that later. But as Coach said, the AFC coming in here on a 2-game win streak.
And I love the fact that it's back to AFC versus NFC. We had that little time frame with captain's picks, and there was no side. I didn't like that. So let's see if the NFC can get into it. Drew Brees will be their starting quarterback. Probably a little perturbed about how his season ended. Patrick Mahomes from Kansas City, what a second season for that youngster.
Aldrick Rosas of the Giants has the honors as we get underway in the NFL Pro Bowl.